move on to Division 4. We've got Waterorton Warriors 170.90, losing to Solihull Sharks 224.51. So nice win for Rob. Poor Gary 140.05, coming up against the Near Knights 150.73. Yorkshire Los Muertos 206.54 against the Preston Panthers 209.51. So that could easily be a score correction. Leicester Tigers 230.55 up against the Workshop of Rookies, who were 8-5, but with 108.22 on the upper week, you can see what happened to their team. Dublin Everton Blues 185.87 coming up against the Newcastle Colts 208.31, so that's a good win for Sean. Unlucky Danny. Matty 151.69 with the Leeds Leopards comes up against the Harrow Harlequins 195.73, which is always a good score. So we'll have a quick look and see what happened to the Rookies. Oh, well, they didn't actually bother to change the team again. That would be why they had such a bad score. Yeah, so come on, Jay, you didn't change. Well, what's the bench like? But fairness, there wasn't much of the bench either, apart from TJ Watt, so I don't think it would have made any difference. But still, it's nice to pick your teams. So, standing wise, you've got the Leicester Tigers and Waterorton Warriors making it to the Scarabray Trophy. Pretty murky for the rest, though. You've got Harrow Harlequins, Dublin Everton Blues, and Workshop of Rookies, all 8-5. Newcastle Colts clinging on to the 6th spot, which is good for Sean. Not for everybody else trying to catch up, obviously. But, let me see. No. Trying to catch up here. There we go. Yes, because the Solihull Sharks, you're right on the neck, who are on a 4-game win streak, and the Preston Panthers also winning. You got Hillsora 6 and 7. They do have the highest points against. 2-5-1, 2-6, 2. So obviously, Workshop of the Rookies currently sitting in 5th spot, but with such a low score, if they don't win this week, there's a good chance that they're going to end up down to 7th spot. If Solihull Shark and Newcastle Colts both win, Workshop will be out of the playoffs. But then if you're not setting your teams and not trying to pick up players, it probably is partly your own fault. Yorkshire Los Muertos up to 10th against the Leeds. Oh, my brain's not working this morning. So we've got two teams at 6 and 7. Potentially you could get in, but the point score for Newcastle Colts is definitely probably too much for them to catch up on, to be honest. It's over 100 points. So they'd have to beat the Newcastle point score, them losing and scoring 200 points more for them to catch up. So you've got to think, even though the slightest of chance they could catch up, there's probably absolutely no chance they're going to catch up. The poor Carry down the bottom. They've still got a better record than Craig, so well done, Gary. On 2 and 11. So who's got who next week? Well, the Solihull Sharks, you'd imagine, well, it's not looking very far apart there. Get the win against Gary, unless he pulls one at the bag and gets his 3rd win. The Waterorton Warriors looking like they could be taking care of the Near Knights. Leicester Tigers coming up against the Preston Panthers, so that's the 2 6 and 7s coming up against the top 2 teams. So it's not the best way you want to do when you need to win to get through. York Workshop Doff Rookies may actually survive by the fact that they're playing the Yorkshire Los Muertos, although Johnny did have a good game this week and he was a bit unlucky and potentially that could get overturned, which would put a spanner in quite a few works. You got 2 8 and 5 Dublin Everton Blues against the Harrow Harlequins. That'll be a good tie, considering they're all playing for the 3rd spot. Harrow's currently sitting in spot with a 2-game win streak, and Dublin Everton Blues, after losing last week, really they need to win basically to get 3rd place because of point difference. Yes, that'd be a good. And obviously Newcastle Colts coming up against the Leeds Leopards, so you think Sean should win. Here we get to 8 and 6. Yeah, so let's see who's got more points. There could be two teams sitting on 9 and 5 after this week. The workshop Dothrook isn't either Harrow Calican and Double Everton Blues, but you've got to reckon the third spot will go to either Dublin Everton Blues or Harrow Harlequins because their point score is so much bigger. Because if one of them will get to 9 wins, which means that Sean can't catch them. But Sean obviously could cement his 6th spot. So the Solihull Sharks need to win and hope that the workshop Dothrook lose to Yorkshire Los Muertos. That's the only way the top 6 is going to change from what it is at the moment. But if they don't make it in, they're certainly in fine form for getting into the consolation and finishing up in Division 3 for Rob. But he's had a great finish, obviously 4 wins in a row, hoping to go 5 against Gary. And they will be a bit unlucky if they don't get through, but it all depends on the workshops. I know it's close here between Newcastle and Leeds, but it's been such a high scoring team. We've got Anthony missing. Basically, the team's picking itself. Got Noah Brown, who'll probably get more. Adams. Yeah, I think Sean should win this one and get him through the playoffs and be up against whoever finishes third.